like the gravitational pull of a heavenly body. I am being inexorably pulled towards her heavenly body because of biochemical receptors that have been activated in
Look what somebody forgot.
Leave it.
Is it somebody's birthday?
Leave it.
And she has a pretty smile.
That was a bad fall you took, Mr. Winters. You should rest.
Do you know Dr. Detweiler?
The important thing is keeping your father calm. Now, he obviously feels safe with this Detweiler guy.
Yes, my father adored David.
Okay, was he on staff at Roselawn?
No, he's a boyfriend, a GP, but the last I heard of, he was in Seattle somewhere.
All right, well, he needs a thorough exam. So, now I'm open to suggestions.
I have no idea what to do.
You don't have to make a diagnosis. All you have to do is talk to him. Just put his mind at ease. That's it.
Elaine, your father has never even laid eyes on me before. What is it? What is it? What is it? Do I look like your boyfriend or something?
Yes, you do. You absolutely look so much like David.
Okay, fine. You expect me to go in there, convince your father that I'm this old ex-boyfriend of yours, and on top of that, that I'm a doctor?
Yes.
That ain't happening. That's not gonna happen. Your father would have to be crazy to think that I'm a doctor. I'm sorry, back up. I didn't mean that. All right, I'm sorry. I'm just talking here.
I know that this is awkward.
Yeah, it's...
Okay, you and I have been out on what, one date, if you can even call it that, and you went to great lengths to make that evening as unpleasant as possible. So obviously, I'm desperate, Stan. I'm desperate, okay?
Okay. How was the sex?
What?
How was the sex with Detweiler? How was the sex with it? It's strictly for research purposes for me. I need to know. If I'm considering doing this. No, if I'm considering doing this, then we gotta make it believable, right?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
The patient's name is Maxie Jones. Call me as soon as you get this and let me know if you could take over her case. Thank you.
What are you going to do if Dr. Quatermain's unavailable? How long can that girl wait for surgery?
You're a student nurse.
You're a cardiologist who's refusing to operate. Why?
The way he walks around this hospital wearing those headphones, completely oblivious. I knew there was something off about this guy.
Dr. Julian is at the top of his field.
What do you expect Dr. Freud to say? He's a flake. He's walking away from a patient.
I'm sure there's a good reason.
Yeah, to make Maxie even more terrified, wondering who she can trust.
She knows. Dad, she knows that you want to fix this. It's a guy thing. So you're going to blame the doctor because it's going to make you feel like you're doing something.
So what are we doing? Georgie, what are we doing? We're discussing our feelings. Maxie is dying.
I booked an OR.
I don't want you anywhere near my daughter. Do you understand? Call Monica Quatermain.
She's unavailable, which makes me all you've got.
You tell me that you're scared, that all your life only you care. I'm not about to go, no matter how.
Did you do an HIV test for the baby a second time? I wanted to be sure, and there's no doubt about it.
Don't pull your hand away. I realize that you're...
I was trying to talk to you before, but you couldn't get out of here fast enough.
I got paged. We're working, remember?
Stacy's little girl, isn't she beautiful? And she got some really good news. All of her tests came back negative.
That is good news.
Anna's gonna need all the help she can get.
Anna?
Well, I couldn't keep calling her baby.
Robin, you named this baby Anna?
Stacy hadn't decided on a name. Now she's gone. child couldn't keep living in limbo.
You've already done more than anyone could have asked.
I want to keep her, Patrick.
I'll be by your side.
Sweet angel of mercy, I kneel before you, naked. Metaphorically naked, with heart unguarded, to propose. A date, an evening that will live on in memory. Drinks, dinner, video games.
Video game?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I want to impress the fair Jolene on our first official date. I mean, maybe I should say our only date. But she will be mine once she sees my prowess with a joystick.
The words should go through your brain before they go through your mouth.
Right. Sage advice. But, no words will be needed. Women have been known to swoon when they see my...
Watching you play a video game?
Yeah. I mean, one woman, anyway. I mean, she was younger. She was 12. It wasn't really swooning. It was more throwing up because she had the flu. But I wiped the floor with her on Demigods of Doom.
You know what? You got a real problem.
Tiffany, I have some questions about Mr. Bagwell's meds.
Thank you, wise one.
I know why you're doing this.
I want to help a child in need.
This goes way beyond helping, Robin. It's what this child represents.
She has no one.
That goes for a lot of other babies brought into this world, but you're not talking about bringing them home.
Well, now I am. I mean, I'm trying anyway.
Stacy was a virtual stranger, but she was HIV positive, so that means...
Yeah, like me, so?
You're going to make a decision that's going to change everything. You realize that?
Yes. You don't think that I know that?
The minute Stacy walked into this hospital, you took it as a sign.
Because I understand what she was facing better
You're
than
not
anyone.
an OB,
the potential
Robin.
complications of the
Kelly
disease
didn't need
during
you to
pregnancy.
explain the complications. Any competent OB would know what they were up against.
Stacy wanted me to be there when the baby was born, okay? She needed me.
You needed her. You're so wound up about the future, about children, then in walks this pregnant HIV-positive woman dealing with all the things that you would be dealing with, and you got personal. You got invested. You needed this. You needed this to work out. And when there was no happy ending, now you're trying to provide one. Now, I don't know if it's your biological clock ticking or what's going on, but you're like a walking hormone all of a
so
sudden.
now you don't want to deal with something and you just chalk it up to hormones?
Robin,
Nice.
I'm talking. You wanted to talk.
I'm trying to help a child in need.
And I'm not supposed to notice that you have an irrational attachment to a baby?
It's not irrational to want to make my life about something bigger than myself.
It's not just your life.
Well, don't worry about it. I'm not going to be asking anything from you.
Scope here. This is Laurie Thomas, a social worker.
Hey, I've been put in charge of Stacy Sloan's baby, and sorry I couldn't get here sooner.
That's okay. We're glad you're here. Thank you, Layla.
You're welcome, Dr. Scope, yeah?
You were her OB?
A close friend. This is Dr. Drake, our top neurosurgeon.
Busy's at least. Excuse me, I have the rounds.
Were you aware the baby was conceived in vitro?
Yes. There's no father in the picture.
And no other family that we could find. The state is going to put the child into foster care until a permanent adoption can be arranged.